BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Ooh, 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 BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Yo, I'm gonna say to start this off right now that hold on, just to start this off right now, just be honest with y'all. Like, if you like really think about it, like don't have any bias, your boy, that was brilliant what Metro Boomin did. You told me to go play some drums. I'm gonna make a fire track. Since I'm not a rapper, I'm gonna use what I have in my installment, my beat making ability, and I'm gonna unleash hundreds and thousands of SoundCloud rappers against you. Ironic that one of the best freestyles I heard was a 17-year-old kid, Drake, with his history of 17-year-olds. It's funny, but I guess some guys was killing. I saw one guy dressed like a doctor, a plastic surgeon coming in. He killed it, man. If y'all don't know, Metro Boomin put out a beat and told all these rappers, anybody go and make a response, and the best person who makes the best Drake diss, he's gonna give him a free beat. That's wild. Shout out to y'all, man. What's up? Call me Vicky. Is that Mike? Denise, how y'all doing today, man? Like, look, I see people debating and defending Drake everywhere and saying that he won, but for some weird reason, people won't come and do that with me. They won't come and debate me. I will put out the link to anybody who think that Drake won. So I'm gonna make a video showing how Drake won. But before I even go into that video, it's like the one biggest thing I hate, and this is why I hate that people run from me. They go debate these other people who just don't get detailed enough. Come debate me. This is the one thing I hate is when I'm looking at somebody and I know they do not care about the issue that they're saying. They just don't like the one person. Like that's why I have a little bit more respect for DJ Academics. He's blatantly telling you guys that he's biased for Drake. So when I look at what's coming out of his mouth, I know, bro, you just biased as hell, bro. But like I'm seeing so many people online. And I'm really mad at Shannon Sharp. These are the times I wish that I was famous, because I would call Shannon Sharp out. Shannon Sharp actually called out Kendrick Lamar, saying that he's putting out false information. And I would have no problem with that if Shannon Sharp looked at his camera and yelled at both guys. We have created this false thing that Kendrick Lamar, all his great songs he made destroying Drake, are lies, and Drake is the truth guy. So what better way to break this down and to show people that the one person that said the most truth about the other person was actually Kendrick Lamar. But before I even get into those things, I want to say shout out to my girl Renee Black. Shout out to my boy Caliber. The one thing I want to say about this before I start breaking down who said the most truth is that Pusha T got in y'all head because Pusha T did this great expose and revealed that Drake had a child. Once Kendrick Lamar said that you have a daughter, out of everything that was said, it pushed this to the forefront. If there was a world where Pusha T never went against Drake, and that never existed, it never existed. And you heard Kendrick Lamar say that Drake has a daughter on one side, and then on the other side, you heard Drake say, you're raising a son that's not yours. Your wife cheated on you with your best friend, and your best friend is the father of this. At worst, at best, both of these accusations would be equal. But to me, they're not. You're telling me the kid I wake up to every single day that I would jump in front of a bullet and die for. You're saying that the woman that I love more than anybody on earth slept with my best friend, and he's not mine. He's not of my descent. That is far more a bigger claim, but that is not being shown as a bigger claim because Pusha T did that on Drake before. I don't look at the world that way. I look at it that both of these are extraordinary claims, and neither man has shown any evidence to this. Kendrick Lamar has not shown any evidence that that Drake has an 11-year-old daughter. But the reason I ain't going crazy about it because I'm standing here and equally in my brain, Drake has not shown any evidence that this man is raising a son that's not his. So they're both nullified. And if you both nullify both of those things, I look back and I look at everything that was said in these disses, and I look at what things has Kendrick Lamar said that was actually true, and what things did Drake say that was actually true. Let's go line for line on the disses. Now, some of you guys may not know because Kendrick Lamar raps fast. Kendrick Lamar was brave enough to come out to the world and say that someone peed on Drake's leg. That's actually true. I want you to keep these truths with the game plan that each guy had. Kendrick Lamar's game plan, and my personal subjective opinion, what causes the true venom and hatred that Kendrick has for Drake is that Drake stands for everything that he goes against. Fake, fraud, Black appropriation of our culture. You not built like that, you're a liar. So if you let another grown man pee on your fucking leg and you do nothing about it, this goes to the theme that Kendrick Lamar trying to say. So it goes to the theme and it's actually true. It actually happened. I wanted to go tit for tat in this, but I realized Drake didn't say really nothing that was true on Kendrick Lamar. So I got to stay with Kendrick Lamar. Think about this. Right now, the battle is over, or we definitely passed the high point. This shit is over. The narrative that's being pushed out to the world is that Kendrick is nullified because he just said a bunch of lies when the man said the most truths. Drake's fans got to be lucky I am not popular. If I was popular, no one would be able to come back at the things I'm saying because everything I'm saying, there's evidence for this. Drake let a grown-ass man pee on his fucking leg. I want y'all to think about how genius this next truth is that Kendrick Lamar said. Kendrick Lamar, you know. In a dance beat, where women are going to shake their ass and people are going to party, and people have been partying all online. Every club is playing Kendrick Lamar. They not like us. Everybody playing on a fucking dance beat. This man took the bass line out of the beat and lowered it at the beginning of the third verse and gave, while the entire world is watching, white people watching, rich people watching, poor people watching, Asian people watching, the entire world is listening. He lowered the bass drum for you guys to listen as he tells you all a story about the history of Atlanta, Georgia, where I am right now. And he broke down how Black Americans was used for our skills, our labor, what we brought to the table, for someone to benefit off of. This, again, goes with the theme that Kendrick Lamar is trying to set for Drake. He has everybody glued in because they've been laughing at Drake A minor and all of this stuff the whole song, and he waited to the perfect time while he got everybody's ears and broke down that history. And what do I like on my channel for people who've been over here? I like when you have a claim and you follow that claim with evidence. Directly after breaking that down, he goes through every single popular Atlanta artist that Drake did this to. Not only did he tell the truth about that, another truth from Kendrick Lamar, but Drake had an opportunity to address this and he didn't do it. Whenever there's evidence to support something Kendrick Lamar said about Drake, he never addressed it. And he got bullied because of his obsession with Instagram to finally speak about the third thing that Kendrick Lamar told the truth on. This fucking... If I could talk to Kendrick Lamar, the only thing I would have told him is change it from pedo to hebophilia. Hebophilia is the attraction to teenagers. My video I just dropped before I went live, I didn't even show all of it, but I showed enough that any prudent person would say that this is okay now. It's okay for Kendrick Lamar to go down this road for the sick shit that Drake has put himself into. And I use those words very carefully when I say put himself into, because you can take each incident that happened with Drake and the girl waiting for her to turn 18. Weird. You can take each incident and use it by itself instead of looking at it as it paints a whole picture and just say, he ain't do nothing there. 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 You got to say a lot of theirs for these goddamn teenagers. But by doing that, Drake put himself in that position by a 17-year-old Billie Eilish posting about her fucking birthday turning 18, and he types and replies, "I've been waiting." He put himself in that position. This, from all of this online, from these fucking 17 to 18-year-old girls, the shit that Drake been doing and shit, putting himself in that position, this is more than open the door for, if he have a beef with anybody coming at him, to use this. More than enough. We have 3 so far in Kendrick Lamar's sides when we talking about the truth that is said, and I haven't even gone detail yet. And so far, if anybody's asking me, John, just stop it right now. Stop it right now and be fair and say a truth that Drake said about Kendrick. Okay? He said that he's short. He said that he's short. I'm trying to let me get on Drake's side. I'm trying. Let me try really hard. I'm trying. I'm not even being sarcastic. If Kendrick's theme of this breakdown after 10 years of silently dissing each other was to show that Drake is not the individual he portrays himself as, he tries to steal from our culture, it switches his voices. If everything that Kendrick is trying to show about this guy, shout out to my boy Kenny Walker in the building, went to high school together, that's my dude, man. Then Drake's theme is to show that Kendrick Lamar beats on his wife, he's short. Am I missing anything else that Drake's theme of Kendrick Lamar? Let me know. Type right here, because I'm finna try my hardest to take up for Drake. All right, let's go to the biggest one. The biggest one is beating on his wife. Oh, the other theme is that Drake is a mastermind that set all of this up, which I'm gonna tell you the best thing that came out of this battle for Drake. I'm gonna tell you the worst thing that came out, to me, my subjective opinion. The best thing that came out of this battle with Drake is that when Drake first came out, the one thing I did not like about Drake was Drake did not want to go to war with anyone. And he said it over and over again in every interview. Like, I ain't never responding to nobody. I'm never making a diss song about nobody because, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to give them attention and stuff. And I was like, this dude is going to take off. I already can see with how good he can rap. He's going to be big like Jay-Z one day. That means Drake is going to go down in history. You can't be a top person to go down in history and never go to war with someone. But after engaging in the war and winning against Meek Mill, engaging in a war and losing against Pusha T, engaging in a war and losing against Kendrick Lamar, and then all the shots he thrown at everybody else in between, Drake has recovered that reputation. I no longer look at Drake as someone who won't engage. Drake will engage. That's the great thing that came out of this for me with Drake. The worst thing that came out of this for me with Drake is that Drake is dumb. I took everything I learned from this battle, and like, Drake is not intelligent. First of all, his last song, he literally just copied everything he saw on social media. He's obsessed with social media. He shows us how much attention he pays to social media. And then I said, well, I can't say Drake is dumb because Drake has done some clever shit. Then I had to go back and think, whenever Drake done clever shit, it took time. But whenever Drake has to move fast, he does some dumb shit. Drake was forced to move fast this weekend because of the mega hit They Not Like Us, and he made the dumbest fucking song, the dumbest fucking reply back. He's not quick on his fucking feet like he wants people to think. And I just been walking around the house thinking Kendrick Lamar foreshadowed all of this shit. Kendrick Lamar told us. He told Drake a lot. Kendrick did a lot of his disses. He talked directly to Drake while Drake talked to us. But Kendrick said, the fans aren't as dumb as you think, Drake. And we aren't as dumb as Drake thinks that we are. Then I had to go, every time Drake did something that was really intelligent, it took a long time. And then I had to think, he is the only top rapper in history that there's evidence and proof that he has ghostwriters for on a verse. The most damaging thing is on a verse. Lots of rappers use someone for a chorus. A real lyricist, we don't give a fuck about a chorus. But when it gets to the bars time in between that chorus, you better write your own shit. Drake is the only person, and he will go down as the only in the history of any top rapper that has a verse written. Someone ghostwriting for him. So that means he don't care about this. Even if the most embarrassment he took from Quentin Miller 7-8 years ago, maybe even before that, if you're reading this too late. How long ago that was? Was that like 10 years ago? Shit, I think I was a manager at such and such back then. I think that shit was a long ass time ago. If you got that embarrassed, you got that hurt, you got people doubting your skills, then you would never do it again. You would never, ever do it again. And in 2023, we find out during this beef that he let Lil Yachty write the fucking verse, the chorus, and the verse. And he liked the song so much he made a music video for it. I cannot, y'all may can, I cannot know this information about Drake and then go back and look that it takes a long time for when he makes a very smart decision and not imagine those smart decisions are coming from other people in the room with Drake. When Drake is left alone to move fast. Sorry, hold on. My headphones hanging out. When Drake is forced to move fast, the decisions are dumb as fuck. They're dumb as fuck. So I had to sit back and look after this beef. Kendrick Lamar, to me, exposed that Drake is not a smart motherfucker. He's not. So I'm searching and I'm trying to find anything of that was true that Drake said. Because this man, Kendrick Lamar, does not deserve to have the public and the reputation and dumbasses like Shannon Sharp that come out here and say, how dare you lie about something big, while Drake is lying about Kendrick Lamar's son, who he'll die for, not being his. Not being his. That's some huge shit. Drake is so dumb, and this will always be an Achilles heel for any battle that he can get in before. If you ever battle Drake, if he ever decides to beef again in the future, just think that you are battling a whole bunch of people. Press Drake to move really, really fast. You're battling a lot of motherfuckers in that room. This man doesn't have the intelligence to know that, like, you need to sit down and slowly think about what you're about to say, because you're not, what you put on record is on record forever. This beef is as big as Jay-Z and Nas. This will last for fucking ever, Drake. So, with this lasting forever, are you sure? Because you're battling Kendrick Lamar, but it's being judged by millions. This is how serial killers get caught. Serial killers are so narcissistic, they think they know everything, that they think that, like, to be a serial killer, you have to be perfect. You get caught for one murder, you're in jail for the rest of your life. You have to be perfect forever. So when Drake says that I set Kendrick Lamar up, this was on purpose, Drake isn't realizing you are, I'm sorry, it froze. So I was like, damn, my shit's still live. When he says this to us, and I hope I'm being very clear on my verbiage, when he says this and he puts this on wax forever, he's saying that when I say this, 100% of everyone is going to be dumb enough to just believe it when I say it. They're going to believe it when I say this because it sounds like a catchy ooh, ah, the biggest moment of the battle. They're going to believe this when I say it because my fans are already online spewing this out. Thank you guys for giving me this fucking awesome idea. If Drake set Kendrick Lamar up, if Drake purposely set him up like this. And I'm gonna show you how dumb people are. I don't, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. People aren't dumb. People expect other people are dumb, because Drake fans want you to take that. Even if that was true, then Drake was saying that he's setting him up, that he didn't have a daughter. Drake literally said you went out and made a song and said somebody loving your girl. So Drake not even talking about all the other fire shit Kendrick said in that 4-verse song. Drake is saying I set you up about the daughter. Like, check this out. Nobody ain't even said this shit. Check this bullshit out I'm about to say. The photo that Kendrick Lamar posted with the glove and the medication, all that shit, nothing in that photo had anything about the 11-year-old girl in it, right? Nothing in that had that in there. But if you set him up, explain to me, why would you have fear? Explain to me, why would you be out rushing to tell the entire world that, no, I don't have a daughter. I don't. That motherfucker lying. There is literally no reason to do that. Nothing. Look at how Drake set up a music video. I'm gonna get this car, I'm gonna crush it, which was awesome. I think that was a great idea to put Kendrick Lamar Van on the first video thing. I think that shit dope as hell. I ain't biased. I just call a spade a spade. But like, why would you go through so much trouble to set all of that up, but you don't have, you or anyone on your team has any setup to make Kendrick Lamar look like the biggest idiot in the history of the world by showing the actual evidence of y'all setting him up? This goes back to me thinking Drake is dumb. Not only do I think that Drake is dumb, but I think that the people in the room with Drake disagreed with him doing that. Because you got to be somebody smart in Drake camp, because Drake has done some intelligent shit before. That motherfucking smart person in OVO had to go like, so you gonna put that in the song, bro? I don't know. I mean, it just, because you was out here, you know, you my dude, right? But you were just out here like stressing, trying to defend and trying to call Kendrick a liar. I don't know if that's gonna land, bro. Shut up. You remember when Drake first came out, niggas wheel his hand like that every time he rap? Like, I don't believe everybody in that room agreed with Drake putting that in there. And then Drake leaked narcissism, or he's either so razzled by how Kendrick Lamar did him, he was so not expecting Kendrick Lamar to come this hard, or he just really fucking dumb, because Drake never defended the pedo allegations. He just said, I ain't do it. And then Drake's stupid ass fans are like, oh, Drake addressed it. He said, Kendrick Lamar addressed the shit before it came out. You heard Mr. Morales, and you're about to go and take this album and then start using that to say unfalse truths. That's what he literally started Euphoria with. He started the beef. Like, Kendrick a smart motherfucker. He started it, setting it all. I already know how you're gonna come. I already know what you're gonna do. That's Kendrick addressing this shit Drake gonna say before he even said it. He told you exactly what he was gonna do, and Drake did it. If anybody said anybody up, Kendrick set him up. But Drake never addressed the allegations. And when it was time for the details, this is what I'm thinking. Like, there's nobody in that room with Drake agreed with this motherfucking record. When they hit that last upload button, I think 40 hit that button like this. Yeah, it's low, Drake. It's low. Should be said to be posted in 30 minutes. I think the only person cheering in that motherfucking room was Drake. Because when we go through the details of how Drake defended those allegations, he said he didn't do it. What else did he say in the song? He said he's rich. He's too rich and famous. Kendrick Lamar told Drake, we aren't as dumb as he think. And Drake thought that he was going to put a song out to billions of people. I can't even say hundreds of millions, because literally the entire world, including fucking news stations, are glued into this. He put out to billions of people, and he made the grown man decision to say, I'm too rich and I'm too famous. Like, y'all already know what I'm thinking before I say it. That's how stupid this is. Y'all already know. I'm about to say some dumb regular shit that y'all already know, because I know y'all intelligent. How many motherfucking famous people just got busted for doing stupid shit like this? How many? This ain't even a ooh-ah moment. Oh my God, John just said something crazy. No, I didn't. I said some shit y'all already know. But he really thought that was, why would you say that? Why? Either if Drake my friend and I'm in OVO, either, you know what? I said I don't want no more drama in my life. So Drake paid for the liquor. I'm finna sit over here and drink my goddamn liquor and chill. But if this motherfucker asks me my opinion, I'm gonna give him the shit so I can have on my conscience. I told his ass the truth. Man, what you think about this line, John? I think that shit is dumb as fuck. I think you about to embarrass yourself. I think you about to look like you about to submit. I think that every move you made in this fucking song is horrible. I think the only people that's going to say anything good about it is going to be your stands. I think you're going to put your stands in a situation that if anybody asks them any details about this fucking song, they're going to look even more dumb. And while all your stands are looking dumb at this stupid ass response, they're going to wait till no one's around and they're going to start crip walking to Kendrick Lamar's last song. There cannot be 237 people in this room, and none of y'all don't think Drake won. I know some of y'all think Drake won. So you have someone here. I'm asking you to show me how Drake won, because I'm going to go through and show you how Drake lost at every waking turn. First of all, he just lost it. Who told the most truth? Kendrick Lamar told the most truth. The only thing I can't substantiate is the daughter. Everything else I can. Everything else he said came from somewhere. He put a bunch of little markers on Drake's house talking about sex trafficking ring. This motherfucking man's went to prison for it. Everything, it came from somewhere. Like, but in the opposite end, the only thing I can say that Drake told the truth about Kendrick Lamar is that he's short. So if you really believe the person who said the most lies and all of this shit lost, he lost on that one. If this is really over, then now all of us have in our head, yo, you remember that Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Oh, yeah, bro. I remember that shit happened. That shit was crazy. Biggest moments. Drake stands. Are you going to look at me right now and tell me that Drake had the biggest moments of the battle? Do I need to pull up all of these fucking YouTubers and all of their crazy big ass reactions to when Kendrick Lamar dropped? How fast Kendrick Lamar dropped? And the biggest moments inside of the songs, them throwing their headphones down, them running away from the screen. By far, third topic, Kendrick Lamar had the biggest moments. Kendrick Lamar had a song so fucking evil that when that last dum 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 went off and stopped, every reaction video that watch, everywhere you look online, when they got to the end of that song, there was this weird fucking silence because he put you in such a mood. Fuck. Biggest moments, Kendrick Lamar won. Show me how Drake had the biggest moments in the battle. Most evil moments, Kendrick Lamar won. Drake has 2 diss songs about Kendrick Lamar, and in 2 of these songs, the theme was, I get the most views. And I felt so sorry for Drake in his last song, because Drake knew, how the fuck do I beat numbers? The fans are not blind. They have eyes. They're going to see that not only does every time Kendrick Lamar posts, his shit get more views than mine, and he dropping after me. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to discredit him and say that he got bots. Drake, can you discredit every fucking YouTuber that when they review Kendrick Lamar's song, they got more views on all of their fucking videos than they did when they reviewed your songs? Can you discredit? So all of them, all of these motherfuckers, all these big ass YouTubers, Kai Cenat, Damn, I can't think of my boy name. I've been loving his videos. He talked like he got a lot of spit in his mouth. You know, no disrespect to him. You know what I'm saying? I like him. He got good energy, but that's the best way I can describe him. But like everybody, and they're saying this when they talked about Kendrick's song got more views, bro. You have the most money. You have way more money than Kendrick Lamar, but you're like Drake snitching on himself, if you ask me, because Kendrick Lamar said, and he meant that shit, and it makes sense. He said, "You care about being famous. You care, Drake. You shot a whole fucking video. Kendrick Lamar made a song, put a fucking picture up, and went back to that damn apartment. He probably somewhere playing PlayStation, eating Fruity Pebbles right now. This man ain't Kendrick ain't coming out here defending nothing he's saying because he don't give a fuck. He said, I told y'all he gonna lie. He's lying. I'm eating my fucking Fruity Pebbles. If I look at someone who cares about shit like that, the mentality of that person is the person most likely to buy bots. Care about being famous. Want that number one spot. Want to feel love in the community. It would be Drake. We don't have any evidence of both. We don't have any, both of them could be doing it, or neither one of them could be doing it. So since we don't have any evidence, you ask me my opinion, I'm going to go about the guy who is most likely to do something like that. Drake, because Kendrick Lamar had the best, most hitting, shocking moments, because he was so unpredictable, because people have heard you a lot, because you opened this, once this beef is so big, and you got like white professors watching this shit. I'm saying everybody in the world is watching this shit. A lot of people are watching this who haven't really heard Kendrick Lamar, except for probably on one of his songs so big, the major big song. And those are the songs, those kind of people don't listen to lyrics. They probably just like the chorus. So they don't really know nothing about him. So when this guy comes out and the world is watching him, he's saying this extremely hardcore, shocking shit. They're going to be more excited to see what this dude do next, because they just see you as the big selling artist and you're the Michael Jackson. They know you. How can someone we know that this big is getting murdered this bad? So that's going to lean them towards want to hear Kendrick. Number two, you said it yourself, Drake. You said that Kendrick Lamar be too deep and shit. He got to write double entendre, four quadruple entendres. When someone is writing like that, Drake, people want to dissect the lines because this is one of the biggest fights in history. So they're going to watch his videos way more than they're going to watch yours. They're going to watch your video to hear your response back. They're going to watch Kendrick video and they're going to listen to it multiple times to break down what he is actually saying to get his reference. And because he's saying hardcore shit. He beat you in that as well, too. I'm trying to find a category where you actually beat Kendrick Lamar in. I can't find one fucking category. The category you were supposed to beat him in easily. I didn't even want to hear the shit because I'm like, why am I wasting my time? We all know Drake gonna make the biggest club banger. Like, so Kendrick Lamar gonna come into it with an L. He gonna have to win every other category because Kendrick Lamar not finna make no hit song bigger than Drake. The motherfucker comes out and make, without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest song of 2024. That's easy. That's already in the bag. He may just make one of the biggest fucking dance club hits that people gonna be screaming a word for in the song in the past 10 years. That had to hurt. That had to hurt. There's absolutely no way with a guy with an ego like Drake, click play. Because the fucked up shit about beef is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody say some shit about me on YouTube, I ain't gotta watch your video. I don't like you. I can just say something back about you. But in this kind of beef, you gotta watch what the other motherfuckers say. So Drake had to sit there. And I just imagine, like, that beat is so catchy for They Not Like Us, is that, like, I was watching TikTokers, and as soon as it came on, Kendrick Lamar said, I see dead people. Within 5 seconds, they was shaking their shoulders. So if I use the numbers, out of 20 people, fucking 18 of them gonna want to rock to that beat. So Drake got 20 ghostwriters in that room. He got OVO, he got his whole camp. Oh, let's see the next song Kendrick drop. And they all sitting there, they gotta be quiet while Drake hit the button and listen. They gotta be quiet. You mean to tell me that 20 dudes, nobody in OVO wanting to go, They had to remain with a strict consciousness in their brain. So they had to think double while that song came on and be like, don't dance, don't dance, don't dance, don't dance, don't dance. Drake may look up, don't dance, don't dance. Because if for 1 second you just forgot and you just start like just sitting there, you can't listen to that song and not go. I didn't even know that until this morning, but like they're saying that B sharp is actually C or C major. And the rabbit hole goes deeper. So Drake's rebuttal to the A minor is saying B sharp, but they're saying on the piano key B sharp is actually C. So technically it doesn't exist. But also C major is technically A minor. So Drake tried to reverse Kendrick Lamar's A minor bar by saying B sharp, and sonically he went right back to A minor. Oh God. This is who had the weakest song out of all songs in the beef? Drake's final song is the weakest. Where? I'm looking at my motherfucking chat. I need a motherfucking Drake fan to come up here right now. I need a Drake fan to come up here right now. I need y'all to tell me right now. I ain't gonna scream or yell. I don't even want to debate you to beat you. It's not like, because I'm not on Kendrick Lamar's side. I'm just saying what the fuck happened. So I don't want to debate you. I'm curious. I'm like a scientist right now. I just want to study some shit. I want to know what a Drake fan is saying to someone that actually knows details and actually knows how to articulate those details out. I want to know what y'all would say to say that Drake won. He's lost in every fucking category. Every category. And he lost in the 2 category he covets the most. He did not have the biggest club banger, and he did not sell the most. Right now, Euphoria is number 1. Euphoria is the number 1 rap song in Toronto. Where does Drake W come from? Where does Drake's W come from? I'm about to digitally put my hand in the screen and jack one of y'all motherfucking Drake fans out the crowd. I'm about to come up here. Euphoria is not the best diss song in the series that Kendrick made, and it's number 1. Do you know what number 2 is? They Not Like Us. Drake, you're not even number 3 in Toronto. Where? I said that shit before I started my live. I said, I'm going to go live and I'm going to say, how did Drake win? I'm going to ask the audience. Then when I was telling somebody this, I said, you know what? It ain't even how Drake won. It's where did Drake win? Where? I'm looking, motherfucker. Where did Drake win? Where? Oh my God, I just realized another category Drake lost in. Oh, this is gonna hurt Drake. Let me ask the audience, because I ain't like Drake. I know my audience smart, intelligent. Audience. Who has the reputation out of Drake and Kendrick to make the best crooning songs that women like? Who has had that title for the past 10 years? He can make some motherfucking song for women. Drake has had that title. This is something you go into it. Drake has that title. Now watch this shit right here. I ain't gotta say it. They already know I'm finna go to. Out of all the diss tracks from Drake, the diss track from Kendrick, type in the song you think women like the most. I ain't even gotta look at the motherfucking computer screen. I ain't even gotta look at the screen. Drake, you didn't let that man take the biggest dance song and you'd been the king of that shit. You done let this man take the biggest motherfucking song for women that they love. You supposed to be the motherfucking king. You done let this man outsell you. You supposed to be the motherfucking king. You have more number ones than Michael Jackson. He got the number ones right now in the country out of the beefs. They not like us. Where DJ Academics brags that he can debate anybody. I'm watching these men on DJ Academics and he manipulating them with how he phrasing that shit won't work on me. Put me on there and I'll put me on DJ Academics. I'll show you how Kenny won. The man got a clean sweep. You know what? I know where Drake won. Yeah, he won the category for the worst song out of the beef. Facts. But he also won Best Video. You know why Drake won Best Video? Because Kenny decided not to make one. Kenny won the beef without even making a new song. But if he drop a new song, it's just even better. But what if Kenny leaves New York, flies to Compton, or flies to the Bay, and drops a video for They Not Like Us? What if Kendrick, look, don't worry that I'm giving you this idea. Drake steals ideas all the time. He stole the idea that he set you up from looking online. So if you see this, you can steal my idea. Kenny, fly to the Bay and fly to Compton, shoot a video for They Not Like Us. In the video, for all the YouTubers you've just made really happy because you released any copyright strike on the video, so they loving you right now, take their clips of their best reactions to the song you made to They Not Like Us. Put all of them on screen at the same time when you get to the line, probably a minor. Put everybody reaction right there. And then call the YouTubers and shit. Call all the people streaming on it. And then tell them you making this video and tell them to send a clip of them dancing to it and throw them in the video. You do that shit. You do that shit, Kenny. That is closing the coffin without even dropping another song. It's over, Pipe Boy. You do that shit right there. You got just reacts from the whole world. Put your Compton people in there. Put the Crips and the Bloods in there doing the dance. And then put the little white professors that have been watching you. Put all the little couples, the husband and wives who've been sending it home, dropping their YouTube videos, doing that reaction to it. Put everybody in that motherfucker, Kenny. You told Drake that he not like us. Put everybody in that motherfucker. Put him on the outskirts while he alone. Game over. Game over. Then put celebrities. Get you a little 5-second clip of Odell Beckham leaning over at a football game. They not like us. They not like us. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it to Casa Not. They not like us dancing in chest. Switch it. Switch it. I'm finna give you the motherfucking cherry on the cake. After this amazing video that's probably gonna get 500 million views drops, Kenny. Right when the song go off, I want you to show the clip of DJ Academics when he found out that you was dropping that third song. Again? And then have the video go off. You can do my whole idea, Kenny. Ain't nobody gonna say you got it from YouTube, bro. Drake got all his shit from online. I will show y'all proof of this if you don't believe me. I've been watching everybody review. I saw a young look like white woman, and it made me feel better about the last video I made because she played Drake's response fully. And as soon as that song went off, she said, "This is a horrible response Drake did because it just sounds like," she said, "You know what it sounds like? It sounds like everything I've just heard online. It sounds like Drake just went online, took all the topics that people have been saying and just made them rhyme." And then, like myself, she said that he's not doing any of the actions that you do when you set somebody up. I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm seeing this shit from all different. Fantano, the most popular music reviewer ever. He listening to Drake's song and he literally said the same thing. You got people from all different walks of life who are smart enough to see you didn't fucking set Kenny up. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it. You got all walks of life. We don't know each other. We don't hang well. We probably listen to the same music except some see your goddamn funeral. And we all were smart enough to say the same thing. Kendrick Lamar was prophetic. Kendrick Lamar tried to help you, Drake, more than he tried to help you more than just the Meet the Graham song. He told you we're not as dumb as you think. He told you that. Somebody said, Kobe, you saying Drake house shot up? As long as it's not shot up with. I'm not gonna say that. Um, this one saying you talk about stands to pick on Metro when Metro, like if you're a producer, you don't rap. To be the first producer in the history to be involved in a beef and be like, he told me to beat the drums. I'm gonna make a hot ass motherfucking beat. But since I don't know how to rap, shit, I'm gonna get every fucking rapper. I'm gonna get all the rappers in the world together like the Avengers and have them come at Drake. That's fucking genius, man. Stop looking at who you like. Remove who you like out the way and just look at what took place. In this beef, Drake is the biggest liar. Drake made up the most lies. And y'all not asking him to prove any of these fucking lies. We're not even talking about the shit that and oh my God, I'm thinking while I'm live. New shit coming to me. It's over, bro. It's over. I just thought y'all smarter than me, so y'all may have been already thought about this, but it just hit me right now on the live. The reason y'all asking Drake to defend the pedo shit that Kendrick said is because Kendrick said something that there's proof and it's true. It's true. Like y'all asking Drake to defend some shit that there's evidence of. While he is saying shit about Kendrick that there's no evidence of. I don't know if y'all know some of y'all know who did your research, but Kendrick Lamar tried to paint Drake as a fucking an addict to gambling. Now I don't know if I can play this clip, but I will put the link right here. Fam, there's a clip of Drake online gambling, and he starts with $30 million. Now, to know that a man has $30 million, I'm jealous. I'm like, shit. I'd rather let me be Drake and Kendrick destroy me, and I got all that money. I would be a happy son of a bit, boy. That just showed like the arrogance or some narcissism in you that you're sad you lost a fucking rap battle and you got everything in your life taken care of. You're good to go. But he starts with $30 million. Then this man, people who know, correct me if I get the numbers wrong. Somewhere in gambling, using his $30 million, he hits and wins 19 million. And somewhere in this, he losing money. He hits again and wins 12 million. Oh, the shit you can do to help some people out winning that money. This is all within 1 hour. Everything I'm naming happened within an hour. Drake dropped down to $200,000. Kendrick Lamar rapped about Drake having a gambling addiction. So I just want to ask you guys in your subjective opinion. If you saw a clip of a man who had $30 million, he hit some jackpot, he went up to 19 million, he won another 12 million, and he leaves with $200,000. Do you think that is suffice enough information that it is okay for Kenny to use that against him to rap about in a rap beef? Do you think so? Kendrick Lamar told the most truths that are verifiable. So why the fuck are you guys out here trying to paint it as all Kendrick Lamar did was lie? Bias, motherfuckers. Bias. Spade said something. I knew that somebody was gonna say. Spade said, "Not really too sure. Is it a one-time thing for the gambling?" I'm talking about a rap beef. Now I can say my subjective opinions, probably way more. Now I write mixed martial arts articles, so I know when it comes to fighting how many Drake bets Drake be making that he posts himself online for every big fight that happened. He won the last one, but he did a safe fucking bet on the last one because he had lost multiple before that one. So betting on I forget the guy that beat Adesanya, but he just won at UFC 300. Drake bet on that, so I see Drake making these huge amounts of bets online all the time. But my thing is this: when we talk about battle rap beef, Spade, when we talk about a battle rap beef, even if you just saw that one occurrence, is that not enough suffice to use that as an angle in a battle? Of course it is. Because what the fans don't like you making up shit out of thin air. Like Drake ain't never gambled in his life, and then he hears a song like "You got a gambling addiction." Where the fuck did this come from? So this motherfucker just saying shit out the blue. That's what fans don't like. If a fan see that it was just, okay, I see Drake doing this shit. That's it. That suffice. And he calling Drake a pedo. All right, Drake is making the choice as an adult to grab a young teenager by her chin and pull her close and kiss her. I see where this come from. I don't know. Most people are putting that in the chat saying that there was a shooting. Yeah, Space said, yeah, that's true. Yeah, like you don't see where's Drake. And here's another thing. I know most of y'all know this now, but I got to put everything in one motherfucking video to destroy anybody who says that one. And I don't have to talk because I can just say, watch this fucking video. Right? Hold on. White America turn on Drake is up. Well, so shout out to Polo and my boy Caliber, man. I haven't really been seeing the chat, man. I'm gonna go back and give everybody their just due. Hold on, I'm trying to pull the chat back down. All right. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I lost my train of thought, but it was in Drake last song. Oh, the Kendrick Lamar being touched as a child. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I think that Drake got, and this is my scenario in my head. This is me. You ain't gotta believe me. I'm just telling you. My channel. I'm just telling you how I feel. This what I believe happened, bro. I believe that Drake got so fucked up when it didn't go as planned. The plan for Drake was murk this nigga in this song called Family Matters. Got the video. I'm destroying his Jeep. I crushed the beat at the end, which that shit was fire. Drake last song on Drake last part of Family Matters. That shit fire, man. I did everything right. Now I'm about to go on vacation. When Kendrick Lamar shit on that 30 minutes later with Meet the Grams, and then came back again with They Not Like Us in the Same Day, and it was a banger. I think this shit fucked Drake head up because Drake didn't have nothing else to do or say. That again, I'm making this up in my head. At that point, Drake just throwing shit and get pissed off and shit. OVO members scared. So at this point, Drake said, fuck this shit. I'm gonna write it myself. I'm laughing because I ain't even trying to be humorous or make y'all laugh and no shit. Like this is if there was no cameras on, this is exactly how I feel for real. I think Drake said, fuck this shit. Everybody get out. I'm gonna write this shit myself. So when the OVO members came back in the room and Drake spit them, like I know they gonna like it. And he started saying about Kendrick Lamar, like, you know what I'm saying, was touched as a child, and he gonna try to mix it. Oh, okay. And this is why you're saying this about me. Drake, honey child. Drake, I got turned to an auntie. Drake, honey child. I'm trying to see how this would have worked for you. In order for that angle to have worked, because you're trying to show why would Kendrick Lamar say something far-fetched, you're making it too difficult. You're making it too complex. It's not that complex when we, us smart fans, can see Kendrick Lamar is calling you that because there's footage of you tongue kissing a goddamn 17-year-old girl on stage after she told you you was a child. In order to come out of that, you would have had to done two things. One, it's impossible for you to do. You had to show why the fuck did you kiss that girl? Why the fuck did you kiss that girl? And then you would have had to have written something about Kendrick that was more damning than the video footage us intelligent people can see of you kissing that girl. So you trying to flip a line from Kendrick Lamar's album on a deep, complex song that most of the world probably hasn't heard. And if they heard that song, they probably didn't really catch on. Drake, everybody was watching you and Kendrick battle. Everybody, people who don't listen to rap. So you went to a very complex angle, and I haven't even said the haymaker yet. You went to a very complex angle that is not more powerful than us watching the video footage of you kissing a little girl. The haymaker is, it wasn't even true. Another haymaker. So let me be detailed for people who don't know. The line wasn't true. Kendrick Lamar never said that he was touched as a child. He said that his mom thought that he was touched as a child, and she didn't believe him when he told him that he wasn't. This hurts Drake even worse because Kendrick is trying to put out that Drake is not of the culture. So when Kendrick Lamar makes the conscious decision to make a song about generational trauma, which we all see now that happens in our world, something happens to the parent that is so traumatic, they put the fear in them that they don't want it happening to their children, and how this generational trauma can spread. So he uses a story to show that as an example, because this happened to my mom. It was so traumatic to my mom. It caused her not to believe me when I told her this. A positive song Kendrick Lamar is making for his black people that you called slaves. And when Kendrick Lamar pointed that back out, in this final song you made without OVO writers of the things you address, you didn't address that. So you make a miscalculation and try to put a false narrative out about Kendrick without any fucking evidence, and it only makes you look disconnected from the culture, thereby making Kendrick look right at the angle he's taking on you. Can I get an amen in the chat? Can I get an amen in the chat? This was a horrible fucking song. And I'm being detailed by that because I see people saying that they like Drake's song. It is the worst song in the entire fucking series. He did not defend himself with big pedos. He did not set Kendrick Lamar up. He did not say anything true about Kendrick Lamar in the song that we can show any string of evidence for. At this point, it's all fucking lies. Drake said what a pedophile would say in defense of someone calling them that. I'm too rich. I'm too famous. I didn't call him one. I said that is an answer that a pedo would say. Play this live for your best person defending Drake. And let's see what they can point out and say back. Play this live for your best person defending Drake. I ain't lying when I say this. The entire rant I just did right there. The only thing playing in my head right now is the BBL Drizzy beat. And not only that, yesterday when I was on set filming, I'm trying to remember my lines and shit, right? And I'm like, when you don't know your lines, you feel pressure. Like, I don't want to hold the fucking whole crew up, everybody in the fucking room. So I'm like, fuck, John, you got to get it right. So I'm reading the lines and shit in my head. And while I'm reading the lines, all I'm saying, BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy. I swear. Get the fuck out, John. This is serious. Stop. I'm Newsmax. I'm Newsmax just fine. I hope nobody who was working on the set yesterday see this live. Like, that's what's taking this motherfucker so long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Drake about to get me kicked off the show. Someone who came into the chat late. Hold on. Let me go and stream yours and post your little motherfucking ass. I've been waiting for one of you Drake motherfuckers to come in here. Malachi. Malachi said that Kendrick Lamar lied about Drake having a daughter, which is not facts. This is what you do to your fans, Drake. Your own fans don't even believe the shit you say. Your own fans don't believe what you tell them. Didn't you just tell your motherfucking OVO stands that Kendrick Lamar was tricked by your cunning wits and you had this whole plan set up? If you set Kendrick Lamar up like that, then how can Kendrick Lamar have lied on your daughter? Thank you, Malachi, because I was totally gonna forget this, but you brought me up to a point I wanted to make in my live. I said this before I went live. All right. This motherfucker said that Drake lied. You can't have it both ways, bro. Did Drake set Kendrick Lamar up or did Kendrick Lamar lie? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Which one is it? Now, I'm not going to let this be a focal point. I'm going to do the right thing as any person should do the right thing. Anytime any one of you motherfuckers said that Kendrick lied about Drake having a daughter, I'm going to eat you. I'm going to meet you equally and say that Drake lied by saying that Kendrick Lamar was unknowingly raising a son that he believes is of his ancestry, his DNA, that he would jump in front of a gun and die for. He said that his son is not his. He's raising his child because his wife slept with his best friend. Take that, and you want to hold Kendrick Lamar accountable of that. Every single time one of you motherfuckers said, we're going to hold Drake accountable for saying some fucked up shit like that it is to say about somebody without any evidence. But thank you, because there's one thing I do want to say on this subject. How I said I believe Drake dumb. All Drake's intelligent decisions came from when it took him a long time to think. And he knowingly, continuously over the years had ghostwriters. If we see a ghostwriter by Lil Yachty in 2023 on a song he thought was so big, he made a music video for it. He let Lil Yachty write the fucking verses. And he had one 10 years ago. All his smart decisions to me could have came from other people in that room. But when you leave Drake alone, he do dumb shit. Drake, and I hope some of y'all cut this out, make a shorter video what I'm about to say. Hey, Drake. Do you know that you actually hurt yourself by saying that you manipulated Kendrick Lamar? Oh, you don't. Let me break it down for you. Drake, if you manipulated Kendrick Lamar, you purposely set him up to say a story that you have a daughter. This means that Kendrick Lamar is a good person. Kendrick Lamar cares about his black community. Therefore, the stance he took on you was to say that you're trying to appropriate from our culture. He took a positive stand and views you as evil. So he said something about you doing evil shit. So if you put out information to trick Kendrick Lamar, that means that when Kendrick Lamar said this about your 11-year-old daughter, alleged 11-year-old daughter, in Kendrick Lamar's brain, he again feels that you're a fucking scumbag. That means that he don't have any evil motive. He truly believes in his head that you again for a second time tried to hide a fucking child. And it bothered him so much, he put it in one of his songs. So Drake, if you want people to believe this horrible ass diss track that you have against Kendrick Lamar, you again have shown him to be a good person. See, you're a narcissist. There's a bad thing that comes from that. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar can be good, but it shows I'm smarter than him. I manipulated him in this one topic. You rather, as a narcissist, you rather take that Kendrick, you're just more smarter than Kendrick Lamar. That's a W for you. Instead of just showing that Kendrick Lamar is an asshole, that he's a bad person, that he purposefully said a lie about you about having a daughter. You fuck your own shit up by your own vanity and your own narcissism. I am really good at this. I didn't it just hit me now. Just fumes and power coming from my hands. So how do you want Two group of people: Kendrick Lamar fans, a diehard fan, and just regular fucking people who can look at evidence and shit. How do you want us to look at this, Drake? Do you want us to look at this is that Kendrick's an asshole who purposely lied about your child, which would mean he'd just be on the same page as you if you purposely lied about him raising a son that's not his. So he wouldn't be worse than you. Y'all be on equal fucking things on one topic. Or would you like for us to look at Kendrick Lamar as this great, amazing guy who really came out here to try to get a man to talk to his daughter, and he had no idea that his daughter didn't exist because he was fooled by this, not this guy, you're dumb, by this guy's team. How do you want us to look at this, Drake? And let me know so you know I get the word out, Cruddy. I sincerely apologize about so many comments. And let me tell you one thing I learned, right? I've never had a video that had 200,000 views in one day. I'm like, I was on set filming, so I couldn't really look at it. I'm like, it's 130,000, 150,000. Like, oh shit moved up 200,000. I just ran back here and took my phone. But having so many people watch my video at one time, and this would be the first time it really happened. I mean, I do true crime, so my true crime documentary channels. I got a documentary that has 400,000. But that came over time, and I have documentaries that have over hundreds of thousands of views, but that happened over years. When I dropped those documentaries, they got like 7,000 views, but people kept watching them, so it went up. But to have something happen so fast that I can understand why celebrities don't care when people talk shit about them. Because when I was dropping videos and they get like 200 views, and I get 10 comments, out of 10 comments, 2 motherfuckers come over and say something, I'm frying the shit out their ass. I clearly see, what motherfucker? But when you get fucking thousands of comments and like 90% of them are great, but you still got some assholes in there, like, bruh, I'm looking like, y'all, these motherfuckers were going in hard. And I was looking like it'll come across the top of my phone. I'd be like, yeah, what was I doing? It's so overwhelming that it actually protects the person. I thought it would be easy. It would be harder the more you get people watching you, because the more you get people watching you, the more assholes you get. But now I see the more popular you are, it's easier to ignore because it's just a fucking group of noise. Like, I told one guy I was going to embarrass his ass during this live, but I forgot who he was. If you're watching, because I told you I was going to embarrass you, you're that insignificant. I don't know who the fuck you are. Drop my true crime link. Oh shit, my bad. Because that's what I just thought people knew I did true crime. Let me find my true crime channel. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. I want everybody out there now. Y'all know y'all been bothered by Drake stands. Take this link for this live and make sure you give it to him. I'll take care of the details for you. You know what I'm saying? Just so I'm doing all of the hard work right here. You ain't got to say nothing. Just drop that enceinte. Enceinte. Just drop that enceinte. Drop that enceinte. You ain't got to say nothing. You can go on and relax, enjoy your day. So I just posted the link to my true crime channel in my feed, and I pinned it at the top. Enceinte. Oh, I was like, what was I doing before that little rant about people? I said I was gonna post some of y'all comment. Allure said, trust the lie to lie. A lot of people are posting there's a shooting at Drake's crib. You know, it's crazy. The first thought in my head was, is he that mad? He shot somebody in OVO, but I don't know the details. Hope everybody good to go. Drake fabricated the shootout to blame it on Kendrick for exposing his crib. Drake lives in a... See, okay, now y'all get me on my final subject. Now y'all get me on my final... Hold on, I'm going to have to go back to read y'all comments because I'll be losing my shit. I'm going to say all my topics here. Drake does things to remind us he's not of this culture by his own actions. That you can see when you're born and raised into this, that like, we wouldn't do that. The cease and desist that Drake did, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. Now I don't know if this is true, but let's say this is true. Let's say Drake fabricated a shootout at his house. to say that Kendrick Lamar, posting his crib got him in trouble. That so that like we wouldn't do that. So like even if I believe that I'm going against Kendrick Lamar, right? And I truly believe in my heart that he, your exposure in my house, you got people shooting and stuff. Even if I believe that, I wouldn't go and say that shit out loud. We keep shit like that in the background, bro. We don't do that. He constantly do actions that show us. Drake responds to Rick Ross by showing a text message that he taught his mom. Bro, you are in a fucking Black American rap beef. You're going against motherfucking gangsters and shit. Why are you posting text messages with your fucking mom, bro? We would not do that. We don't. That ain't how we rock. So that's where the appropriation come in. You come, you chill, you in the club, you do this stuff, but then you do weirdo shit. We don't do that. That's weird. The reaction to the Control verse. Kendrick Lamar said 1 billion fucking rappers' name. All Black American rappers are of this culture. All the people of the culture like what Kendrick Lamar said. Drake's so fucking sensitive, he comes out, I just don't, and then I saw him. When I saw him, he didn't have the same energy. Yes, he did have the same energy because his energy wasn't evil to begin with. His energy is, I'm the best rapper alive, so on any track, I'll dust you off. So I'm only talking about rapping. When I see you in person, since I don't have a personal issue with you, Drake, of course I'm gonna be happy. What's up, my boy? But if we would have went out in that motherfucking booth, I was gonna try to tear your head off. Everybody in the culture understood this. The news reporters in the culture understood this. Everywhere you turn, all Black fucking people in hip hop understood this. The one person who did not understand this was Drake. He does things to validate the way Kendrick Lamar was coming at him. He does things to remind us, there's the other half of Drake, right? And I'm talking about what Kendrick Lamar said. I'm talking about his own actions. If Drake house was really shot up, bullet holes and shit, like on that, I don't want to see nobody hurt. Nobody wants to see nobody hurt. On Drake trying to say that this Kendrick Lamar fault, that's pussy. That's crody. That's crody. Kendrick Lamar so intelligent on Meet the Grounds. When he said that when he said OVO pussy, he said, I know they got you in them. This dude hate Drake so much. Like, just the way he worded that line, because I know they got pussy in them. I know they got you in them. You, this nigga, boy. All right. And this is Drake hurting himself again. If Drake just say, yo, man, somebody shot up my house, he would get sympathy. Oh, that's fucked up, man. Who the fuck? This is so wrong. When Drake said, if Drake come out and be like, Kendrick Lamar posted my address, got somebody shooting my house, nobody gonna have sympathy for him because he gonna revert our brain to just think, man, you pussy, bruh. You pussy. He gonna hurt himself again. Uh-oh, here go another action from Drake when he didn't consort with OVO. Here go another fast action. I'm telling y'all, this live is prophetic. Drake's stupid. I think Drake's stupid, bruh. Drake's stupid. He finna step on his own toes again. If someone shot up your crib and you just shut the fuck up, you don't throw out any allegations, you can take our brain a little bit off the fact that Kendrick Lamar, after 10 years of y'all building up this beef, just wiped the fucking floor with you. You can take our brains away from that a little bit until next time we go on Spotify or something here. They not like us. You can take our brain a little bit to give you some sympathy right now. You're going to shit on your own sympathy if you try to change this narrative to that Kendrick Lamar has something to do with this. It's gonna pile on top of the fact that you just got your ass whooped. I'm trying to help you, bruh. I'm trying to help you, bruh. They said Act was the one that exposed his address when he looked up to the reaction video. You can say that, but if I'm gonna be honest, you can find any celebrity address. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take on this role that people are gonna know you live once you decide that, once you make the decision to be a celebrity. You know, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I'm not trying to hear no shit about Kendrick Lamar has something to do with that, even if he fucking did, because that ain't fucking hip. That ain't hip hop, bro. We not trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's some Canadian gang shit going on. Drake got other fucking enemies up there in Toronto. That shit going on. Like yo, chill with that. Like, y'all got to stop all that gang violence and all that other bullshit. But like, and when I want y'all to know, like, I care about my culture. So when I go on a live and I say that if they try to blame this shit on Kendrick, that's pussy. I don't mean that when I'm just around black people. I could be in a room full of business people and people who don't understand our culture, and they be like, it's just, you know, it's a stupid rap beef and all of this, and it's coming down to this right here. And you know, the motherfucker that shot is a stupid idiot. But don't try to blame that on Kendrick Lamar making an awesome strategic fucking post for his beef with Drake, because ain't no fucking rules in beef. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. And these are things that you can know that Drake is not about culture, because there are things that you can't even imagine in your own head. Can you imagine if Kendrick Lamar did an interview and he'd be like, yeah, man, you know, I was just living peacefully in New York until Drake got my address out there, and now people are shooting at my home. It's all Drake's fault. You can't imagine Kendrick Lamar saying that. I could just name random black rap artists. Can you imagine DMX saying some shit like that? Jay post my address. I'm scared now. You can't imagine people of the culture saying some shit like that. Only Drake. This is the most Drake shit to do if he did it. Could have been Abel's people. Look, this is what I'm saying. It is non-stop when you can see people not of the culture. Yo, if the Weeknd has something to do with this, you bitch, you can't have it both ways, man. Can't come out here and be a singer and then try to rap and try to go against these gangs and gangsters, and then you don't get a fucking top pop R&B artist to get your shit shot up. In my opinion, Drake is very insecure. He has shown that throughout his entire career, going all the way back to his reaction to Kendrick Lamar's Control verse, that he is very sensitive. You know, one thing I saw when Drake was sensitive, and it wasn't even the words he said, and it took like 3 seconds. Drake did an interview with Yachty. I think it was sometime last year, because I was kind of shocked. I'm like, Drake hanging with Yachty now? I ain't know, but now I know he was hanging with Yachty to get the motherfucking Yachty ghostwriting for him, which is fucking suspect. Yachty made a single joke. Yachty said, nah, you old now. You old. If y'all find that interview of Yachty talking to Drake, they talking outside, I think, by a swimming pool. Just look at the next 3 seconds. Just look at Drake's face after Yachty tells him he old. And I know Drake has a fear of it. I remember when Drake first came out, he said in multiple songs, y'all old ass rappers, the 30-year-old rappers. I'm like, why does this kid keep saying all these 30-year-old rappers? Doesn't he know he's gonna be in his 30s one day? That shit not gonna age well. He hounded on being an old 30-year-old rapper, and now he's in his late 30s. So that was my theory. My theory is true. When I see Yachty interview him and Yachty call him old, and Drake got pissed. He got pissed. I'm like, I'm BBL Drizzy. Another thing, K-Dot told us, you know, you the one that want to be famous. K-Dot shows us this by he just chilling, he not even here. All you see of K-Dot is in the music. K-Dot drops a song. That's it. Drake the one running around here posting shit on Instagram. He doing all of this shit to show that he care. He's showing you the lines that hit the hardest. He's showing you the lines that bother him. You don't hear shit from Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to drop my song. They're going to crown me that I won this, and I'm going to go back to eat my Fruity Pebbles. You don't think if Kendrick Lamar cares so much about his family that you can hear inside of his music? By the way, Drake lied too about the line about not showing your son. And I feel stupid that it took me a while to catch this because I should have caught up immediately. Drake was trying to put it like he takes pictures with his son, and Kendrick Lamar literally have his kids on his fucking last album cover. I'm like, my God, Drake. Oh my God. Oh shit. You ain't make it when like Drake, the hardest, most impactful lines in the beef came from Kendrick. Every night. The hardest shit came, the most shocking shit came from Kendrick. The biggest shit came from Kendrick. Like let me go back right now and be honest to some of the biggest shit Drake said that stood out to me. Nah, you following through. I like that. Um, I like in the wackest song out of the entire beef, how Drake said that he alluded to like let me hit you up and I promise it won't hurt. I thought that was a clever for a rap beef. That was a clever line. Um and the shitty song. And what made me really not care about the angle is that everybody is hounding on Kendrick Lamar to show this proof of this baby, and nobody's hounding on Drake to show this proof of this domestic violence and show the proof that Kendrick Lamar is raising a son that's not his. So it kind of turns me away from liking shit like that. I'm really trying my hardest to remember memorable lines from Drake. Is it because she bigger than you? Like, was it self-defense because she bigger than you in Family Matters? I like that whole fucking shit. Hey, yo, whenever Drake is rapping at the end of Family Matters, every time I hear it, this is how I'm picture Drake moving. You know that they know this real. Oh shit. Like I can't help it. Every time I hear Family Matters, I'm gonna put that shit in y'all head too. Now, next time you hear Family Matters, you're gonna think of me on the screen doing that shit. No, they didn't know that they there. Oh shit. Yeah, that's the end of Family Matters. Yeah. Hold on, somebody. I heard winning shit. Everybody saying Drake's winning because he had the club beats, and now they're saying he won't because his lyricism, man. That's some bullshit. This how hurt Drake was. Drake ended his last song of the beef saying, then you come out and drop that club shit to try to mask the fact that we trick you. And I would have liked it if you ain't triple down. Drake saying he would have liked it if he didn't triple down on the pedo shit without evidence. In a song where he's tripling down on domestic violence and he's tripling down on Kendrick Lamar's close friend having sex with Kendrick Lamar's wife and getting her pregnant to father a son that Kendrick Lamar believes that's his. The contradiction is wild. You're either dumb as fuck or you have really been so frazzled by the weekend that you had with Kendrick Lamar that you're not hearing yourself and proofreading these fucking songs before you put them out. Like the audacity to say that at the end of the song, the audacity to talk at the end of the song, period. The audacity to be either so stupid or so hurt by Kendrick Lamar that when you played that song back, you didn't think we would hear the tone and crackling in your fucking voice. You didn't think that we would hear that. I'm gonna rest my case on this right here. Drake, if there's no more music come out and this is the end of the beef ended. And I want you to think about the end of both of your last songs. The end of your final song and the beef that you built up for 10 years, you sounded like you was about to fucking cry. At the end of Kendrick Lamar's last song, he has the entire world screaming OV ho. This should not work, what I'm about to say. On paper, this should not work. Kendrick Lamar wrote down that Drake is a freaky ass nigga. That should not work. It worked. Freaky ass. Run for your life. That's the end of the final disses in the 10-year build up to this championship match. Who do you think sounds like they're the victor? I'm asking all the Drake stands out there. Who do you think sounds like they're the victor? This motherfucker said you a fan, and I'm thinking he calling you a fan. I didn't know the FAN meant freaky ass nigga. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. He called you a 69 God. That should not work on paper, but it did. And it didn't just work for the culture. It worked for everyone. I watched a fucking scientist. I watched a scientist listen to that song. And they was like, this is bad, bad. And they got to that part in, but freaky ass nigga here, 69, got the science was like, science is Drake. Now I'm gonna show y'all what this person means right here. My mod. This is my mod Flow Easy. Shout out to my mod Flow Easy. If you're new to my channel, I cover boxing, I cover mixed martial arts. And people got all these hardcore, intricate count the points to see how can you tell who won a round? And my strategy is simple. The way I know who won a round in boxing, the way I know who won a round in battle rap, I ask myself, who would I rather have been? So I'm gonna put that to the audience. In this battle, who would you rather have been? Drake or Kendrick? Let's see. If I'm Kendrick Lamar, every poll that's up is having me wiping the floor with Drake. The closest I've seen is 60-30, but mostly it's 80-20. If I'm Kendrick Lamar, Rolling Stones has declared me the winner. If I'm Kendrick Lamar, I have the #1 song in the entire world and #2 song in the country. I have the biggest club banger of 2024 based on me talking shit about a motherfucker I hate. I would rather be Kendrick Lamar. With ease. I want to say this, all the people more famous than me, bigger than me, y'all gonna see them say this fuck shit. On the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy said Drake won because Kendrick Lamar was set up and lied. We have no evidence of that, but how I do to show people wrong, I imagine and they're right. So let's say that Drake tricked Kendrick Lamar and they're right. Out of the battle, the beef, you have to take and snatch out the one verse about his 11-year-old daughter and throw it in the trash. So that means Meet the Grams will have 3 verses. All his other songs will stick. The pedo shit definitely stays from all the videos and everything going up now about Drake with little girls and waiting for him to turn 18 years old. So out of every song, you have to take Kendrick Lamar so goddamn smart. This motherfucker did 4 verses instead of 3. In case they come take this verse out, we still got a three verse song. One verse, I'm destroying him about being a father to his son. The other one, I'm destroying his goddamn father and giving his mom a pep talk. And the third verse, I show how he's a disgusting, horrible fucking individual. And I end that on the most crucial, heartfelt note. I end that. You lied. You like. And so it ends so fucking powerfully. It leaves you shocked once the song go off. That stays in. So even at the worst case scenario, even if he would have been tricked, which I don't fucking think he was, and nobody thinks he was at this point, but even if he was, this was a blowout. Kendrick Lamar beat Drake. Y'all waited for Tyson to fight Holyfield. Y'all waited for Tyson to fight, I forget his name, British boxer. You know, y'all waited so long for Drake and Nas to go at it. Y'all waited for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford to go at it. We waited for these, and that feeling you get when they walk into the ring, and you're like, oh, this is real life. This shit really happening. That feeling you got. when you know that Drake gonna respond when he get off tour, and you know that Kendrick Lamar is committed to this. Oh my fucking God, it's really gonna happen. It happened. It was some big ass fucking moments. Majority of them happened from Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people got fucking paid off of this shit. Again, thanks to Kendrick Lamar removing the copyright strikes from everybody. It happened. And it's over with. And it wasn't close. Kendrick Lamar beat Drake. That's it, man. Stay tuned on the channel. Got more videos coming. Make sure y'all go watch the video I did posted to this right here. I got some busy shit to do today. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the True Crime channel that's pinned up there. And I'm gonna go back, read the comments. Make sure y'all leave comments on this video. I'll respond to the comments on this video. Till then, y'all have a nice day. Salute. And use this video for motherfuckers say Drake won. Yes, A minor. A minor is the biggest bar of the entire fucking battle. And the biggest bar of the entire battle came from Kendrick Lamar. Forget it's run for your love. Run for your